All right, my friend, I think we are live. I need to do a sound check real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, Ontarian Hawkins here, the passive income guru. I am here with my good friend and business partner, Brian, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. We have something special for you this evening, and we need you to stick around and watch this entire presentation because it's going to make you very excited, especially if you're an entrepreneur. So before we begin, please do me a favor, hit that like button. If you can hear me loud and clear, please hit that like button just to make sure, all right? Hey, Sebastian, thank you so much, my man. I appreciate that. All right. Thank you, Donna. Thank you. So looks like we are live. Everyone can hear. So guys, what we're going to talk about this evening is something that is going to, number one, it's going to help you get more business. It's going to help you generate more leads, which is going to help you to generate more money in your business. One of the most, I would say, sought after things when it comes to entrepreneurship is lead generation. But not only lead generation, because again, it's easy, as I explained earlier, to generate leads. I know if you're looking at this video, you're looking to not only generate leads, but generate targeted leads who later on can become business partners or customers. So what we're going to share with you right now, folks, is an opportunity for you to do just that. Now, I want to let you know, please watch this all the way to the end to be locked into our special offer as we go through this presentation. So, Brian, you there, my friend?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear, man. Thanks for coming on. Brian here is my good friend. He's joined me in a phenomenal business, and we've teamed up as business partners to bring something to you that's going to help you automate your business even more. So, Brian, go ahead and take it away, my man.
All right, gang. Well, thanks for joining us, first of all, here on this Friday afternoon. I know everyone's busy, whether heading home from work or heading out Friday night, so I won't keep you long, but it's what I want to show you here is kind of a method that's really not mainstream out there, but a very effective method. A lot of the top dogs out there are using this method, and there's a reason why they're not teaching it, to you there in YouTube or, these other mainstream ways is because it works and they really don't want to share it with you. But, I've kind of got with Ontarian and he twisted my arm a little bit to bring me on here. So he told me you guys could use this. So we're going to go through this presentation real fast for you because I know it's Friday afternoon. So let's start here. This is my cell phone as of this morning. Your cell phone's your best friend nowadays. It's attached to your hip. And you've been trained on different, marketers, they know how to train you and what to do on your phone because they know that everyone checks your phone, all the time. And this is the iPhone, which is going to be very similar to the Android. Now, there are three main areas that you're going to be looking at on your cell phone whenever you open it. The first one here is your email. People check their emails. As you can see here, I have almost 13,000 emails that have not even been opened. Not total, that aren't open, almost 13,000. Years ago, that would have caused me an anxiety attack. But now that everyone is sending email after email after email, it's okay for me not to open them anymore. I almost gotten to the point where I don't even pay attention anymore. But the area where I do check and I make sure that is always cleared is right here at the bottom. I'm always making sure that my text messages are checked in my phones. If I miss a phone call, I'm checking. If I get a text message, I'm going to check it. So if you're a marketer, would you want to go into the area where people are not really checking as much in the emails? Or are you going to go where people are checking? So basically, how does this work? How am I going to get you into the area where people are checking? Basically, I have a product. It's called Voice Drops. And the way that Voice Drops works is it has the ability to drive a custom message right into the cell phone of a consumer without ringing the phone. Basically, is what happens is the consumer sees a missed call with no phone call, and you're able to deliver whatever message you want directly into that voice message. So if you go back to the example that I just showed you, you're going to set off two red triggers. You're going to show on the phone, you're going to produce that one red missed call, and you're going to produce a second one with the voicemail. So they're going to really want to see what happened. Not only that, it kind of throws people off. They don't understand how they get a voicemail without their phone ringing. So they really want to check and see what happened there. So it's really easy. It's real non-intrusive. If you're still on the program where you're paying for minutes, it doesn't cost you any cell phone minutes, and it doesn't cost the person that receives any cell phone minutes. So you don't got to worry about them getting upset with you using up their minutes or anything like that. We are fully compliant. We comply with all the national laws and all those state laws. So if you decide to come with us, you don't have to worry about anyone getting upset, suing you, or anything like that. We're fully compliant. So basically, what is the problem for marketers? Like Ontarian said at the beginning there, it's getting leads. And as we all know, it's not hard getting leads, but it's hard getting the good leads. And what are you trying to do when you get those leads? You're trying to put them into the funnel. So I think we all know what this is here. It's just the leads dropping into your funnel. But what we want to do is we want to find the higher quality leads that are not being recycled, not being scammed, not being confused on how they're generating a lead. We want the true person that knows what kind of offer we're putting out there, and we want to attract them to us, not us go after them. So how can you generate easy leads real fast? So just before I get into it real quick, I just want to show you with some of the other MLM and online marketing companies that we're working with. You know, these are some of the biggest players out there and some of their top producers. We are their number one and only source to building their uplines or building out their internet marketing systems. So you can see it's not just a one niche. It works all the way across the board, no matter if you're selling vitamins or you're doing legal or you're selling, coffee or, workout, whatever it is, it works all across the board. So basically we all know the MLM tactic, and I'm sure we can all agree it doesn't work, because basically the best prospect you can get is not someone that it's someone that is interested. What they kind of teach you in the MLM setup is that you want to go after your mom, your dad, your cousin, your neighbor, your person at work, and what happens is you end up is losing all your friends. Family members don't take your phone calls anymore. And that's not what we want to go after. We want the person that is hot. We want someone that's motivated. We want someone that's hungry to make money, someone that's on fire. I'd rather speak to someone that is ready to make a change in their life, not try to convince someone that they need to make a change in their life. Because if they're not ready and if they're not on the same level you're at, they're not going to engage with you and they're not going to be interested. So basically, what is the criteria that we need to be successful in doing this? One, we got to be able to create a steady stream of prospects into your funnel. Basically, you got to be able to take those prospects and turn them into new customers in your MLM, your internet marketing business. And then basically, 3, you got to be able to duplicate that over and over and over again. Going back to that same criteria as before, if you go after, let's say you do hook on your brother, that's not something you can duplicate. You only have so many brothers or sisters that you can go after, only so many neighbors that you can go after. You have to have a system that you can duplicate it day in and day out, so you can wake up the next day and do business the same as you did the day before. So right here is one of the basic examples of what we do. And you can see that all this is done in less than 90 minutes. So even if you have a full-time job or you only want to do this part-time, it doesn't take a lot of time to get from the beginning to the end of the process. And so this is a recent call drop we did for 125 call drop messages. And as what we saw was a 12% response rate right off the bat. Out of those 125 drops, we had 15 real leads that contacted us. And what we did is we surveyed the leads, and out of those 15, we had 8 of them that they weren't interested. We had them on the phone for less than a minute, and even though they contacted us, they just weren't interested after speaking to them. But out of those 15, we did have 7 of them that were really interested, 3 of them being super hot, and 4 of them being pretty warm. So, I don't know what other kind of forms of advertising you're doing, but if out of 125, if you can sort through those 125 and find 7 hot prospects in less than an hour and a half, that's going to make you a whole lot more efficient. And you're going to be able to get good prospects to get in front of every single day. You got to remember, these are people that are contacting you. You don't have to contact them. Anyone that's contacting you is going to be a much hotter prospect than you trying to convince them to come contact you. So basically, here's another example right here. This is what we would say on a message that would be outgoing in one of the call drops. It says here, sorry, I missed you. You would just insert your name. Do you keep your options open when it comes to earning income? We keep it real broad. You don't want to get into the exact detail of your biz op, and you don't want to sound spammy here. You just want to come across real open. I have a digital marketing opportunity that will blow you away. If you like to learn more, please give me a call directly at 555, whatever your number is that you want to call you back at. So you can see here, the people that are calling you, they're not being tricked into calling you. I'm not going to call out other, ways of generating leads, but they can be tricked into why they're signing up for stuff. This prospect, you're not sitting there saying, hey, man, you're going to make $1,000 a day, retire in 24 hours. It's not spammy. It's a legit way. You're just saying, hey, listen, you keep your options open when it becomes, coming to earning extra income, a part-time job, a second, income stream, whatever it is you want to put in there. And these people are contacting you back. So here's just another sales script that we had a really great conversion rate with. And this was actually a female that did it. And here it says, hi, this is Amy. Sorry, I missed you. Do you have an interest in learning how to make money in a home business? If you like to learn more, please give me a call directly at, and then you just put the number there. You can see here, it's not spammy. It's just real generic. You're not getting into your biz op yet. You're just getting them to call you back without putting them on a hook that sounds, unrealistic. And on this one, we dropped 193. We had a conversion rate of 21%. 21% of people rose their hand basically and said, yeah, I like that message. Let me call that person and get more information. And if that person calls, it's not like responding to an email or filling out a survey for more information. They're picking up that phone and saying, I like that. Those are going to be your hottest leads that you can get out there. And the 40 callbacks out of almost 200 drops, that's a great conversion rate right there.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. So basically, in this duplicatable system, it has to be able to work for any network online marketing program out there. And from all our testing, it shows that this can be done. It has to be a solution for either the person that's an average user or a newbie user to implement. If we made it entirely too hard for people, people just wouldn't be able to use it. It has to be affordable. And then also, like I said before, it has to involve, not recruiting your warm market. You don't want to be part of that NFL club. You don't want a no friends left club. That's not where you want to be sitting in the weekend.
That club a long time ago.
We're sitting on Friday night. You don't want to be in that NFL club on Friday nights. And this has to be the ability to scale. You have to be able to scale it up if you want to increase your business, or if you want to scale it down, click of a button that's able to do. And then you have to have the ability to not have geographical barriers. You have to be able to go out from state to state and, if needed, country to country. If you're recruiting your warm market, you have huge geographical borders. You're dealing with your neighbors or your workers. You're, more likely just your city. You're really confined. You have to be able to reach out to areas that you normally wouldn't be able to get to. So how does it work? It's real simple, guys, and you really don't have to overthink it. All you have to be able to do is pull a list of BizOp seekers and then grab a high-performing script. And then what you would do is you would send the voice drops to that list that we pull to the BizOp list, and then take calls from the people interested. And then once you're done, you just rinse and repeat day after day after day. So there's 3 different ways you can handle a voice drop. I've seen them work all 3 different ways, and all 3 work. It just really goes on how involved you want to be, how much time you have, and how uncomfortable you are handling all the different phone calls coming in. So the first way is basically when the voice drop goes out, the consumer's going to hear your message. They're going to call you back. They're either going to call you back from your message, or they're going to see a call missed, and they could just give you a call back directly. Either way, they're going to give you a call back. Some people are really strong on the phone, and they like talking to consumers. And I completely understand there's people that are on the opposite end of the spectrum, but this is for the people that want to actually take all the calls. So we have the ability to let you take every live call that you want. and you're able to deal with them however you want, and then hopefully close them into your program. And then again, rinse and repeat. But like the majority of people say, well, I don't like talking to people. I don't know what to tell them. They get nervous, and I can completely get that. So we have a system here that's completely 100% automated. And the way that works is you have the ability to pull that list, select a high performing script, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to drop the voice drops into that list. But instead of you grabbing that phone call when it comes in, it's going to go directly into an SMS phone number. And in that mailbox is what you're going to want to do is just leave a generic phone message along the lines of saying something, hey, listen, due to the high volume of calls I'm receiving at this time, it's impossible for me to grab every call that comes in at this minute. Is what I'm going to do while I'm on this other phone call is shoot you a link right now to a great offer that I want you to check out. And it's what you don't actually have to send that. The SMS is going to send that link to a landing page, your BizOp, your MLM offer, whatever it is, directly into their cell. So what you've just done then is you got into their cell phone without having to do anything. And then what they'll do is they'll go through the process. And then this is again, rinse and repeat. You can do it over and over and over. And then we have a hybrid model. Basically, the hybrid model, the first 3 steps here basically are exactly the same. We're going to send the voice drop into the voicemail. But this is where it gets a little bit tricky, and I don't want to lose you guys, is what we're going to do on the caller ID number that they see, we're going to put that as your SMS number. So the people that call back without listening to your message, they're going to automatically go into the automated process. Because we're not quite sure if those people are 100% sold. They could just see a missed call and call you right back. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to leave a different number on the answering machine. So when we leave that voicemail, it's going to say a different number that shows up as a caller ID number. And if you feel comfortable talking to people that hear your message and say, hey, I like that message about that business opportunity, you have the ability to actually speak to those people. Whereas the people that just call back because they missed a phone call, we would put them into the SMS number. And basically is what we would do is just rinse and repeat on that again. So basically, what would you rather do? Would you rather, shoot your fish in the barrel, have your highly targeted leads right there in front of you, and you basically pick them out? Or, you can see here, this always makes me laugh on the right here, basically sling mud against the wall and see what sticks. I know what I'd rather do, but, it's something that you got to choose for yourself. But, Ontarian, I don't know about the people on this call, the people that are going to see it later, but if they're ready to take action and generate these daily leads, right in, is it all right with you if I go ahead and show them some pricing?
Sure can. And folks, we're going to be, this is an introduction. We're also going to be rolling out some other things to you that we can offer you guys, but this right here is definitely something you can start today, and we can get you rolling, as early as how early can we get them rolling, Brian, once they buy?
If they get their orders in tonight, we can get them going. The outbound phone calls tomorrow.
Okay. So guys, this is something that can be completely automated. And what we're going to show you now is prices, and these prices are, they're subject to change. They're subject to change. They will probably go up in the future. So you can lock your spot in now, and in every order you do from now until whenever you want to stop ordering, your price will be locked in. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and show them them prices there.
All right. So what we're going to do here, we're going to include a done for you service. So you are basically hands off. You don't have to worry about all the headaches and all the different problems that we've had to go through to get all this set up. We're taking care of all the technology for you. We've done the split testing on all the different scripts. We know which ones convert at a higher rate than other ones do. We're going to be able to do the voice recordings for you. So if you don't want to record the voicemail that the consumer is going to hear, we have a male or a female that is willing to do or able to do the voicemail for you. We have all the BizOp lists that you would ever need to target. These are people that have raised their hand and said, I'm either interested in a BizOp, they're currently in a BizOp, or that at one point were in a biz op. So these are hot people that know what we're about and what biz ops are about. It's not a cold list by any means. And another unique feature is once we pull that list for you, you have a 5-day exclusivity to those leads. No one else can pull those leads for 5 days. So you don't have to worry about that consumer getting a bunch of other text messages or phone calls from any of us giving them different offers. So they're your unique customers for a 5-day lockout period. And we've done all the compliance work for you. You don't have to worry about anyone coming out and suing you or worry about the do not call list. We're compliant on every state level and on every national level. So with that being said, your done for you pricing is targeted out in different segments. As you go up in the higher levels, we do discount the pricing. So Ontarian, do you want to get in this part a little bit?
Sure thing. So the done for you pricing, guys, is as you see here. So we'll do 100 targeted call drops for you for $40. Now, we showed you the statistics. We showed you the possibilities of your conversion rates. Depending on what you want to do, you can do this a couple of ways. We can drop the calls for you. You take the phone calls from the prospects. If you love talking on the phone, I talk on the phone for my business and close sales all the time, so I don't mind it. But some of you may like the automation, and we're going to show you how to do that too, okay? So 100 target call drops for 40, 250 for 100, 500 for 175, 1,000 call drops for 300, and 2,500 call drops for 500. Now, of course, the higher the drop, the higher the conversion rate and the more prospects that you want to get. And what we will do, we won't drop, say you buy 1,000 call drops. We're not just going to drop 1,000 drops at one time. It's going to be gradual, okay? That way your prospects get enough time to see the message and you get enough time to basically either receive the call or the text message in a timely manner to where you're not bombarded, so to speak, okay, depending on what you want to do.
And when you do order your call drops, remember, it's all going to be done for you. We can have a quick strategy session with you. We can go over the different scripts that we've tested out. We've tested out different times of days, which ones convert at the highest rate. We'll go over all that with you. And obviously you'll have the last call on what time it goes out, how many goes out. But what we can do is we can kind of tell you from our past experience what works the best. And like Ontarian said, if you get the 1,000, let's say you ordered 1,000, but you only want 100 a day, we can split it up however you want so that you can get as many as you want. Now, if you want to get them all 1,000, we can push all 1,000 through all at once too. But these are, if you think you're going to want to get a bunch, I would go with the higher one just because it's discounted. Now, if you want to test it out with the 100, that's fine too, whatever you want to do. But, and like Ontarian said, if you purchase today from this, you're going to be locked in. This is our introductory pricing. So it is going to go up at a certain time. I don't know exactly when, but when it does go up, if you purchase now, you will be locked into these rates.
I see you, man.
So you see any questions coming across that I could get while we're on here?
Let me check the question. Anyone have any questions so far, guys? I'm gonna check on my cell phone, Brian, because usually on the computer it doesn't show all the comments. So let me check on my computer. Actually, Sebastian, I see a question right here. He said, "Would it work for leads I already have also?" He's working on conversions.
If you're trying to do a call drop, you would have to have just the phone number, and these have to be opt-in customers. So these aren't just leads that you're pulling. If these consumers opted in, so let's say they opted in just for an example, Easy One Up, and you have all those consumers' names and phone numbers. Yes, we can drop them a message. That would actually be a great idea.
All right, so we have another question. Is there an affiliate side too to this system?
Affiliate as in terms of us doing resale? No, not at this time. There's too much technology behind it and hours of courses of developing the technology. That's why we've done everything done for you. It's just, if we just gave you this technology, we would have to spend almost a week sitting down in classrooms.
Hours with you and training you on how to use it.
Yeah.
It does. I mean, it comes.
And you're dealing with a lot of state laws and national laws. It gets kind of hairy in there.
All right. So we have another question here. The question is, so is this a system we get, or we only just basically buy leads? This is from Devine. So yeah, Devine, you just basically what you're doing, you're buying. We're your middleman. So in the marketplace right now, if you were to go to get traffic, one of the places you would go to solo ads. You go to a solo ad vendor. Okay, so the vendor is kind of like the middleman, and you getting traffic. So that's what we are, but it's not solo ads. It's actually voice drops. So if you think about it, we are helping you target people better through voice drops because it's hitting them right at their cell phones. Like Brian said earlier, I have a lot of emails in my email box that I hardly ever. It takes me 2 or 3 days to get to some of them, but when I get a message on my cell phone, I'm checking it right now. Okay, so the realistic way to market is you need to get people where they're already at. Market to people where they're already at, and you will get a high conversion rate when it comes to your marketing game. Okay. So that's what that is. Katrina said, will these leads work well for Warrior and offers for ClickBank products? Absolutely. Absolutely, Katrina. Yeah, this can work for, I mean, we'll get into other things, other business type, ventures later, but affiliate marketing, network marketing, on, whatever you're in, okay? Credit repair, doesn't matter. This can work for you.
These are hot leads. These are leads that we've gone out to other affiliate companies and purchased their list. So these are people that have gone to other affiliate offers and said, hey, I'm interested in it. They either got involved with it or they were involved with it at some time. So it's not like we're saturating a zip code and hitting, random people. These are people that know the biz op area.
Awesome. Richard Kemp said, he's asking me, are we going to train on this for our system we're working out now? Yes, Richard, in my Facebook group, yes, we're going to be training on this, my friend. So yeah, you'll get those, you're in my group, so you'll get that information. Devine said, can we make affiliate commissions off this like you guys? Well, I'll let you answer that, Brian.
I'm not quite sure the question because it's not so much. I mean, I don't really know how to answer that question because it's not so much an affiliate program. It's a technology. We're not trying to sell our technology. Now, if you wanted to refer someone, if you wanted to sell someone, let's say the 100 targeted call drops, and you mark it up somehow and just send it to their number and buy it from us for 40. I mean, you could work it out that way.
Right. So mark it up to $60.
60, whatever it is. I mean,
and tell them, hey, send me 60. I mean, because we don't have per se an affiliate program. This is just pretty much coming out the gate. We have this service and we want to help people, business partners in the industry, business partners and colleagues in the industry to get more leads, to get more targeted prospects. That's the whole name of the game. We're not, we're not worried about affiliate type stuff right now. We just want to help you guys get more business. And if we can do that, then, we're satisfied.
Yeah. I mean, I guess what they could do is, purchase the higher 2,500 and then, divvy it out. Like if you had a team of people below you, and I've seen other people do this, you can use it as an incentive to sign up with you. So let's say you have someone that's on the mend and they're not quite there. You can say, hey, listen, I'll send you 100 call drops if you sign up with me today, or, whatever. You can use it for a recruiting tool, or if you want to resell it, however you want to resell your leads, you can. We just, we'll get with you and get a phone number to change it over to.
There you go. Rick Green said, so this is a service purchase for leads, kind of like buying solo ads. And then he said, are these one-time drops? So As far as being one, yeah. So, Rick, say you buy 500 targeted call drops. Those drops, we will drop those. We will market those and drop those for you until you get to 500. And then after 500 drops, that's it. You just have to come back and buy more of another package or the same package. And to answer your other question, is this service? Yeah. So we're instead of doing solo ads. So solo ads, what happens with solo ads? It goes straight to your email. Okay. Now with solo ads, you know, I'm looking at my AWeber account, for example. I get about between a 35 to 40% open rate. What is your open rate going to be when someone gets a message on their cell phone? I'm going to say well over 50%, probably more. I'm just being, you know, that's being pessimistic. 50 or more percent on your cell phone, guaranteed. Okay. We're not even talking about the text message marketing service that we have. We're going to hit on that later on. We're just talking about the voice drops and how you can, you know, use that. So it's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal deal. It's going to be a phenomenal service for you guys. It's going to help you get more prospects in your funnel. And that's what it's all about.
Just to add on that, let's say you got the 100 targeted call drops. Let's say you have a list of 50 prospects in Easy One Up. If you wanted to send a 50 call drop one day to those 50 and then the next day do another 50, you can re-hit the same list if you want.
That's true.
I don't know if that's what he was asking, but
that's true. That's true. So the first question that we had, the guy, what was his name? I forgot his name.
Sergio.
Let me scroll up. There we go. Here we go. His name is, cell phone messing up, Sebastian. So he was like, hey, I have leads already. Can I use this service? Can he use this service to target those leads?
Yeah,
so
definitely.
If he has the phone numbers,
yeah.
Sebastian, if you have their phone numbers, yes, we can work it out here, man. We can work it out. Let's see who else we got here.
And I'm going to add another thing is, if you get 100 targeted call drops, for example, these are 100 connected. So if we call a number and it's no longer good, or if it doesn't connect, it's not included in your numbers. Those are automatically thrown out. So these are all good connected phone numbers that anything that's rejected, anything that is no longer in service, anything like that is going to be thrown out.
That's perfect. Oh, I forgot. I wanted to add this too, Brian, and it's a question to you that should make this even more appealing. Not only can we drop to cell phones, can we drop also to landline phones?
You have the ability to drop to either landline or cell phones.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah,
that is phenomenal.
So is with the way just to touch on that a little bit. If we do a landline drop, you don't want someone to pick up the phone and get the message, because what's going to happen. They're going to say, hello, stop. I'm here. Quit talking. And it's going to be a message. So you don't sound very intelligent. That's going to be a wasted call. Is what's going to happen then. We have a recording in place that was going to say, oh, sorry, wrong phone number. And it hangs up. So it's only going to connect into ones that get to the answering machine on home lines or business lines.
Perfect. All right. Diane said, hi, we need Brian's contact info for order. Diane, we're going to get you that information, sister. So hang tight. We got you covered. D-Car Lady said, can I choose to have my call drops go to different phone numbers, or all must go to the same number? Like 100 to one number and 100 to the second number and 300 to a third number, but I bought them 500 drops at a time to get a discount. Did you understand that, Brian? Yeah,
we can do that. And is what, part of what we're going to do is more likely I'll be the one calling them afterwards, and we'll have a quick little strategy session, and we'll make sure that you're set up straight. Now, they can't go at the exact same time. So if you want to have one go like 1 hour or one go one day, the next day, we can do that. No problem at all. It's just, they can't go at the exact same time on different phone numbers.
Awesome. And again, guys, if when you make your purchase, we will have a strategy session with you, either Brian and I together or one of us with you, okay? And you will understand everything before we make the drop. Just understand that, okay? So we're all about customer service. We want to deliver the highest, service to you possible to help your business. Willie said, can this be used with phone lines like Grasshopper?
I'm not from Grasshopper. Is that like a
never heard of Grasshopper?
Is that like a hidden line? These are only legit lines. So like, we're not going to be calling Google Voice numbers. We're not going to be calling secondary line numbers. These are registered cell phones or home lines or business lines. So if you have a cell phone, you're registering that cell phone number. If you got a little piggyback number that's off of it, that's not a registered phone number. So you're not going to get a hold of those. I'm guessing that's what Grasshopper probably is.
All right, let's see here. So let me scroll up. Rick Green says, so did you say that these prices do not include the SMS piece?
It doesn't include the SMS piece. That's through a different company. And like I said, during the strategy session, we can show you how to set that up, but that's a $20 one-time fee.
Yeah. Rick, you know about that. You're in my group, Rick. You know about that strategy. We'll hit more on that, my friend. Okay. If you decide to get one of these packages, you'll know about that strategy pretty much from us. Okay. Hands on. D. Carl Lady said, I want to do it like a co-op with my team. So like by 250 that I split amongst 2 or 3 team members. So will be different phone numbers. That's why I asked. Okay, so this is D. Carr is the same one that asked, can she blast out to 100 at a time at a phone number, 100, just like that. So she wants to do kind of a co-op type of deal for a team.
No, I mean, that's smart. That's what the big dogs are doing. A lot of these leader guys, that's what they're doing. They're sending it out to themselves and they're taking care of the people below them. Because, a lot of the systems, you earn money for the people that come in below you. So you want to have the people below you having success because it all rolls down to you.
That's right.
No, that's a very smart strategy right there.
Yes, definitely. That's good. Lyndon said, do you offer mobile capture pages so that I can capture the leads, or do I have to create that? Lyndon, a lot of your marketing services, I use, for example, ClickFunnels. Okay. ClickFunnels is mobile friendly. Depending on the service that you have, you can make it mobile friendly. Now we can talk more about that in the strategy session, Lyndon. But a lot of your marketing companies like ClickFunnels. What's the other one out there, Brian?
Builderall, and I mean, there's a ton of them out there. But you got to be careful. You don't want to reverse engineer this too much, because when you have someone on the phone, you don't want to take them back to trying to get their email address per se. So you have to be careful how much you backtrack it up a little bit. If you get them on the phone and you don't want to take that phone call, I would send them directly into your BizOp. Because you got to remember, your BizOp, if you build a landing page, you don't know how it converts. These BizOp companies have spent thousands of dollars and sent thousands of leads to these landing pages, and they're always tweaking them. So they know what works and doesn't work. I'll be careful going into the game and trying to create your own landing page at that point and tweaking it yourself. And then you lose them. You had them on the phone, and now you're trying to send them into a landing page and then into a BizOp. I wouldn't reverse it up too much.
There you go. Keep it simple as possible, right?
Yeah.
Willie Torres, it's a phone line with its own number. Okay, so Willie is explaining to us what Grasshopper is. It's a phone line with its own number, is what he said.
I think it's a secondary number that piggybacks off of the number. I don't think it's like a Verizon number or T-Mobile number, or what I'm saying, AT&T. I think it's like you can use 2 phones. So let's say you want a business line on a phone, but it's not a registered line.
Gotcha.
But, and another thing we're going to be doing, especially with members that are coming on here, we want to make you more comfortable with handling these leads. And, we'll go over some voice scripts, and try to get you more comfortable handling these calls as they come in. the first one or two, if you do take a live call, it's going to be wild. If you've never done it before, but it's not that hard. As you get to your third and fourth and fifth call, if you decide to start taking them, you're going to find that you're going to have a higher closing ratio because people, for whatever reason it is, they just like hearing a real person's voice. It takes that scam out of their mind. It takes that I'm being hustled or whatever it is out of their mind. And then all you're going to do is you're gently going to lead them into your BizOp or MLM landing page and then take over from there. You really don't have to overthink it.
And these people that's calling you back, they are interested. These are people that's interested in what you have to offer, whatever it is. So, the goal of, and again, we will talk about this as far as what to say in closing, all of those strategies. That's what we'll share with you, once you decide to take us up on the service. Okay. So that's what it's all about. It's all about those hot prospects calling you back or calling back, and then we can show you how to automate it. Whatever you want to do. You want to talk to people? Great. You want it automated? That's great too. So either one you're comfortable with, we can help you out with that.
And, honestly, is what we're seeing in a lot of the testing is when someone says no, we'll just follow up and say, hey, do you mind if we get your email address so I can follow you up at a later time? Right. And most people will even say yes to that. Because we all know no might mean no for today. I don't get paid till Friday. No might mean no till next week. It's just like when you're in the store, when someone, the associate comes up to you and they ask you, are you shopping? I'm not interested. That's just a normal response. So, but we're finding, people are, the ones that are calling you, they're real respectful, they're real nice. And if if you're the same way with them, you don't have to worry about taking the calls. But I completely understand some people don't want to take them or they just don't have the time to take them. So, we do have that automated process in there too.
Perfect. So any more questions, guys, before we log off? Actually, D-Car Lady had another one. She said, is there a website that you have for this opportunity that presents this so that we can share with our team a presentation style, something where they can share?
Well, we'll have this slideshow and we'll have this video again. But, we kind of put it together. We know, Ontarian's been on me for a few days. I've been a little bit under the weather. So I try to put this together as quick as I could before the weekend hit. But if we don't have what you have right now, we'll get it together by Monday for you. We want to make sure that you can share something.
Yeah, we'll have something generic for you guys. And again, D-Car Lady, you're in the Facebook group. For everyone else, you decide to take us up on this offer or purchase or, use one of the plans, we will be in contact with you as soon as possible. So don't worry, we will help you all the way to get this going, to understand what's going on here. Okay.
Do you have the ability to show them the order page?
The order page?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really generic. So let me do this. It's actually right here. This is my website right here. So this is the buy buttons, and we're gonna I just whipped this. Actually, hold on. Let me share my screen here.
Yeah.
Let me know when you can see it.
I can see it.
All right. So this is basically my website, guys. I just whipped this together real quick. I'm going to probably add this video here that we're doing right now in here so you guys can rewatch it. But here's where you can buy the drops right here. Okay. And of course, you got the 100 call drops, the 250 to 5, all of them right here for you. And once you purchase, we will start to get on your order as soon as possible to start those drops. But before that, we'd like to have a strategy session with you. That means I'm pretty sure you're going to have questions about what does it all entail. Okay, so we will do that for you. But this particular link is going to be available as soon as we're done here. We will leave the link right here above this video. Okay. And in the description, if you're looking on YouTube as well. Okay. So any more questions? Any more questions, guys? Can you pay JJ said, can you pay via Bitcoin? I know I asked before, but my cell died. Sure, Bitcoin is fine. What do you think, Brian?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, Bitcoin is fine. So Denise says, so the automated way will work best for people like me who still have a 9-to-5. Absolutely.
Definitely.
That's why we wanted to do it, is because we know a lot of people don't have time to be online. And, you know, people these days want automation. They want push button. They want, first of all, they want a system that works, that converts, and they want something automated when it comes to marketing. So we can, you know, we wanted to find something that can do, you know, the marketing piece for you. And this is what we have for you.
Yeah, we even have it targeted down to what hours of the day highly convert for the automated process. So we'll definitely go into that, you know, in the session with her.
Demetrius said, I came on later. Will you share? Yes, Demetrius, this is going to be streamed live for as long as Facebook, you know, holds it up. So you can come back here anytime and watch this video. All right. So I think we covered quite a bit, Brian.
All right.
Any more last questions, guys? Any more last questions before we log off of here? And again, we're going to leave the link for you to go ahead and purchase. And looking forward to working with you guys and helping you generate more targeted leads.
And if you have any questions over the weekend, if it's fine with you, Ontarian, is it all right if they just ask the questions in your group?
Sure.
All right, and I'll be checking in. I'm going to be out for a couple hours tonight, but when I get in tonight and over the weekend, I'll make sure to check in.
Definitely. If you guys want to, you can join my group. It's called Passive Income Superstars. And let me share my screen one more time and show you how it looks. So if you go over to Facebook, just type in Passive Income Superstars. It's going to be this one right here, 969 members. Okay, I got 8 people want to get in right now. I got to screen them, make sure they're all legal. So just join here. Tons of information. We're like a big family here, okay? And we'd love to have you. So when you ask to join, please answer the 3 questions, because I get a lot of people who want to join, they don't answer the questions. Answer the questions. That way you get in faster, all right? Do me that favor, and I'll get you right in. Okay, I think that's about it, man. Let's see here. Let me see. I think my phone just died, so I can't look at. Let me look at Facebook and see if we got any more last questions here, and then we'll go ahead and call it. Let's see. All right. Do me that favor. Okay. So I think we're good, man.
Okay. Well, like I said, if you got any more questions, just leave them in the group. I'll be out for a couple hours tonight. If you want to go ahead and get started, if you want to hit them this weekend, if you get your orders in, tonight, early tomorrow, we'll get you started tomorrow. If not, let's talk again Monday. I'm going to be on Ontarian's training call Monday. If you haven't been on there yet, guys, you're missing out on a lot of great nuggets, just not on this, but on other stuff. So make sure you join in there, and I'll be in there also on Monday to answer any more questions.
Yeah, join my group every Monday. Every Monday we do a Q&A style training. So I answer all your questions, and we train, and we give you strategy. So I do that because there's so many new people coming on into the field, into the online marketing game. And I remember when I didn't have, a lot of training, I didn't have a lot of help. And that's why it took me so long to start making money and having breakthroughs. But now if I can kind of tighten that gap for people, then, that makes it worthwhile. So that's why I do those trainings once a week, every single Monday. And you're welcome to attend. All right. So thanks, Brian. I appreciate you, man.
Thanks for having me.
All right. You guys enjoy your weekend. If you have any questions, again, get with us. But best to join the group Passive Income Superstars, where we can, cater to you faster. Okay? Take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great weekend.